Welcome to GAL TV, Care and Love for Humanity. I'm Robert Moon, a servant to humanity. Human preoccupation to violence and sexual abuses in the world is not new, as so many people of the world are victims, remaining helpless and some hopeless. And here comes a firebrand and down-to-earth NGO that is working so hard to fight this menace in the world. We are talking about no other foundation than Global Awareness Against Domestic Violence, Physical and Sexual Abuses Foundation. In finding solution to these problems in the world, the foundation has embarked on the cardinal programs and projects, which are creating broadcast channel GAL TV you are viewing right now, incident cases and crisis reporting, rehabilitations of victims, community intervention, campuses advocacy, and voice out and say no to violence projects. In order for you to understand the tasks ahead of GAL Foundation and its willingness to do something about it, listen to this report. University of Uyo student shot dead, another injured as rival cult group clashed some weeks ago. Again, a student buried his mom on Friday and on Saturday killed by his roommate. The deceased had a minor argument with his roommate. He lived together at Idaakpo Street in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Within a few seconds, the roommate took a knife and stabbed him from the back. He lost a lot of blood and people around rushed him to the university clinic where he died. The culprit, the killer, is currently being detained at Barracks Road Police Station in Akwa Ibom State. Again, a student of the Federal Polytechnic in Anambra who was doing his industrial training in Akwa Ibom State is now answering questions from security agents about how he allegedly killed his friend, dismembering the body and dumping the parts in a nearby bush. Stephen Anona, 32, from Njikoka in Anambra State, allegedly slaughtered Daniel Bassi Solomon from Uran Local Government Area of Akwa Ibom State in Nigeria like goats, with head, hands and legs cut off, and carefully stacked the body parts inside bags and down it close to his house. After this, he ran to his hometown, but he was arrested by the police who brought him back to Akwa Ibom State, apparently to face the consequences of his action. With all these violent crises on our campuses and around our society, you will really understand and appreciate GAL Foundation advocacy programs and what the foundation is planning to do to fight against the violent crisis on our campuses, in our communities, and in the world. From the United States of America, a broadcast session with Gillian and Anita will give us a deep insight into the programs and projects of GAL Foundation. Please, the world really wants to know about GAL Foundation so far, the projects and the programs so far.
Hello, GAL family. We are so excited to be here today, and we are calling in here from the United States of America. I am privileged to be the founder, the CEO of Global Awareness Against Domestic Violence, Physical and Sexual Abuse Foundation. And here with me today is our Honorable Secretary.
Hello, how are you? It's so pleased to meet you. My name is Anita Hunt, and I would like to just welcome everybody to the GAL Foundation. There is so much going on out there, and we want you to know that we are here for you. So connect with us as we continue on this great journey.
And we are here put together just to make sure that everybody out there is knowing what GAL stands for and what we have been doing so far. For this long, we have been doing some events, campaign against domestic violence. We've done a lot of social media campaign. We've done a lot of school and house-to-house, door-to-door campaign. And we've also worked with lawyers in all the globes to work with domestic violence victims and any kind of victims out there. And I'm so happy the way people are following up and standing out and speaking up for violence. And that's why we are here to speak more about this to you all.
Oh, right now, what is in the offing? What is God currently planning to embark on?
We want to talk more about what we're about to do. That's on forward, what we are working on. And that is about talking about the universities campaign. So with our university campaign, we want to catch them young. Catching them young is because our families out there have taught us so long to live with violence, understanding that is normal due to traditional culture and every other thing that has been happening right from the day we were born. You remember with tradition in Africa, when you're born, the very day you're born, the 2 days you're going to be battered with beating. They will hit you, beat you, stretch you, strong. All this has been happening with a lot of pains, but we don't talk about it. It's part of tradition. But you know, some of those things, a lot of children could have been affected by it psychologically. And it's still the same thing that is making us believe that all is well. Psychologically, our parents have left us knowing that we have to endure abuse. But it's unfair to our own children that are unborn, because I see a lot of children going into prostitution, going into violence due to negligence, going into armed robbery. Negligence, no role model. Father is not a good one. The mother is not a good one because their father lack that education. They learn from their own parents. So we are here to educate all those ones that are victims of these circumstances on how to have a good life and how to see that the future is going to be bright for them, you know. So like I told you earlier on, my secretary and I have stated a lot of things we're going to do for the universities.
We all know that nature abhors vacuum, and God do not relent in filling the negligence gap that exists in violent crisis in our society. The dead, the tears, inhumanity that government do not care about, or their effort is not good enough. So, why is God Foundation interested in awareness campus advocacy, going to campuses to carry out this awareness creation? Why is it so important?
Well, with regard to the students in the universities, we want to help them change the narrative. We want them to know that it doesn't have to be this way going forward. We want them to know that sometimes you have to break the traditions. Sometimes you have to change what you've done in the past in order to move forward. So with going into the universities, we'll also be going into the homes to even teach the parents. And it may not be an easy feat, but those who are willing and open will be able to see the goal of the foundation and where we are coming from, why we want to encourage families to have a better, healthier mental life, physical life, and be able to grow and have your offspring, your heirs, the rest of your family to grow in more healthier lives.
Okay, all right, that's very interesting. Why starting with school? Why starting in schools, colleges, polytechnics, and universities?
I'm just speaking based on what I know now. It's just knowing that catching them young would be the best thing to do for the universities and the secondary school students, what we call the high school, the college, and also even the elementary classes. This is where we have to advocate for these children to know, work with them, counsel them, so that even when students are being into a corrupt environment, they will know how violence can destroy them, and also work with the authority to bring forth good attitude that other people can emulate from. In a situation where you have a foundation in a university where people can report cases to, you will see a lot of wrong people shying away from that. that environment because they wouldn't want to be a victim of the law. You know what I mean? They wouldn't want to be go to courts or be called into judgment. So they want to change. So I think it will make a lot of sense for advocacy like this and also campaign like this to go to schools and have counselors that stands for the NGOs to be on all doors, all classes, all environments.
Okay. So what is the primary essence of working with students? Are there things you want to achieve?
To see into violence in classes. And at least when parents are bringing their own children to school, they have all that wrong classes like courts, all those negative courts. But if they have a preacher club where they have a good violence advocates in that school, at least parents can sleep and have some peace that at least there are other students in good environments, you know. So we just want the school authorities to know that this is going to be beneficial to every student, to every child, and also work with them now that they are young before they go out there and turn into the same thing that have corrupted the hearts of youth. So and that is it for the universities. We're going to have ambassadors from the universities, advocates in the universities, have members in the universities that are going to work with the NGO. So we are working on that and it's already in process. So that is one. And as we are working on our social media campaign where we have gone to house advocacy, door-to-door advocacy, we are going to do more, you know. So, and this time I want to give a shout out to every ambassador out there that have been working with the NGO in a special way, giving us all the voices, giving all the attributes, going to maternity homes, going to homes for advocacy and the states. So I want to say thank you for your job. Don't think you are doing it for nothing. You are an advocate. You have the love for God and also the love for humanity. And I know the secretary, Anita, has something to say to you as well.
Well, I just want to piggyback on what the president was saying. Yes, we appreciate you because you are out there doing the footwork for us. You are out there reaching the people, and we want you to know that we are here for you. We understand the plight. We understand how hard it is, but keep going. Your work is not in vain. And to those who are out there and who may need assistance, reach out to us. You can reach out to God via the website gov.org. And we will help you. You have an advocate. A lot of times most victims feel like they don't have a voice, and that's why they don't report it. But you have an advocate with God. You have someone, there will be someone who can talk to you and show you the process on how to getting your situation resolved and how to reporting your situation and what's going on and how to, find a better way. You don't have to stay in that situation. And remember, it's not your fault. Don't feel like it's your fault and you caused it. It is not. It's not your fault, and we are here to help you. So to those ambassadors, keep moving, keep pushing, keep reaching people. We are here standing behind you. You are our footwork. You are out there in the communities, and we know that it is not easy, but we are here supporting you from this side.
Thank you so much for that encouragement. It's so awesome to hear you say that to them because they really need those words from us. And we're here in our own side working in our own parts, trying to put all this together because this is a global movement, and also trying to give that strength to everyone that is standing up for violence. Please join us in this project and program, and let's say no to violence. Your life matters, my life matters, the life of our loved ones matters. Stand up for them, speak out, and voice out. Like you can see behind us, the billboard over us, and also saying voice out. Voice out means we have been quiet for too long, we've been speechless for too long, we've been vulnerable, humiliated for too long. Please find a voice and find someone that have the voice to speak out, and let's work together and make this life and the world a better place. Thank you for the love for God and also for the love for humanity. God bless you. As we say this time, have a great time and God bless.
God bless you.
Bye, God family. Bye.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Thank you so very much, Gillian and Anita. That has been a wonderful time we had with them in the United States of America. Back to the studio. Such a wonderful time out there. Humanity must be better than we met it. We have to contribute our quota to stop violence, physical and sexual abuses in the world. What have you done so far in this direction? Are you sitting on the fence? Are you part of this team? Join us. Join GAP Foundation Global Awareness Against Domestic Violence, Physical and Sexual Abuse Foundation to fight violence across board. No limitation to what we can do, you and I can do. Be an ambassador today. Be our campus ambassador today. You'll be there, right there, serving humanity in love. Love for humanity and love for God is what we all are here to do. That is the size of our program for this edition. I'm your host, Robert Moon, a servant to humanity. Goodbye.